if you could get paid to rent your house, or you had the choice to rent a house that paid you to rent it, or a house that you just paid to rent, which one would you choose? Let's be honest, I think the majority of us are going to choose the one that pays you. So I want to get something started. I want to start something that pays. So when you rent the house, you get set up with an additional account, and me as the owner or the management company, whatever you want to call it, sets you up with an account. I haven't decided on the percent yet. Maybe 5-10% of your rent goes towards this dividend account. And once a quarter, I take the profits that my company makes and I pay out to those dividend accounts. Not just to renters, but if people who want to invest. So the idea is to give people a seed option, something that they haven't been given. You know, people aren't taught this stuff. You know, unless your family's already wealthy, you don't understand how to grow money. There's two types of people. There's people who consume money and people who grow money. And it's not that the consumers are bad. It's that the consumers are uneducated in that, you know. So I'm starting a GoFundMe. This is really hard for me, actually. One of the most difficult things that I have is asking for help. You know, I've spent an entire life of doing things for myself, but I think this is important. I think this is something that I can't do by myself. So I started a GoFundMe, and I'm gonna look into other options because this is gonna take more than a couple dollars to get started. But the goal is to help as many people as I can. And I don't want to just stop at the real estate renter thing. I want to develop a program that actually teaches people how they can beat inflation. Understand what inflation is. You know, you hear all this stuff about how we tax the rich, but you don't really understand that. You don't understand what that means. So the rich already pay more taxes than anybody else. You know, you get the news feeds, the bullshit that says, "Oh, the rich aren't paying any taxes." Yes, they are. They pay more than half of the taxes of the rest of the income classes. The reason that everything costs so much is that since 1910, the dollar has reduced in value by 97%. So if you let's take for example, you buy a house for $80,000 in 1980. That same house right now will cost you $120,000 more. That's inflation. The same money that you make now doesn't go as far. So I guess, and I'll get better at this. I got to do more videos, that's for sure. You know, it's kind of tough. This is totally new to me, so bear with me for now. We'll get better as I post more of these. But for now, I'm asking for everybody's help, and let's build something beautiful together. You know, let's do something that actually helps, not just make somebody fucking rich, because that's not what I'm about. I'm about helping people. Thank you.